Hello, my name is Henri and a happy new year of 2019. On this video we are going to talk about some investing and we are going to look at three subjects. One is the possible bank run in France. Yellow Vest are planning a bank run in France, and the second subject what we are going to talk about is how to bounce back from a bad week in investing. And the third subject what we're going to talk about is the predictions that I made from January 2nd to January 4th, 2018. So, welcome aboard! Okay, first of all, I would like to mention that this is not considered to be investment advice. Make your decisions on your own and take the responsibility of your decisions. That way you will become a better investor in time. Okay, let's move on to the first subject, which is the possible bank run in France. This kind of news is dreadful for the market, especially for the banking system, because think about the bank run. It's the worst thing that can happen to a bank. And if we think about the structure of the bank, usually banks have a lot of these short-term obligations. And if they cannot meet these short-term obligations, it means the bank is in trouble. So every bank run is very dangerous for every bank and all the system, the banking system in general. So the banks have a lot of short-term obligations, but they got their money in a longer term. So that is usually the problem in banking. If there's a bank run, well, they need to meet those short-term obligations, and they cannot meet those short-term obligations because of the withdrawal. So that's why every bank run has to be taken seriously. And on weekends, well, I do not know how we are going to get the news, how this possible bank run is going to happen in France, but let's check out. Let's check out the next weekend very carefully. Okay, the second point I'm going to talk about is how to bounce back from a week that was not that successful. On December, I had a week of that I made analysis at, it was about 50% correct. And that is like a coin toss. Well, if the analysis at the level of 50%, well, you cannot really trust in coin toss. It's more like depending on your luck. Well, usually it's about above 70%. So on this week, I made some changes on my analysis, and now I got 87.5%. So it was a lot better. And every time when you make certain corrections, considering the week that you were not that successful, it means that you have to learn from your mistakes. You always have to look eye to eye to your mistakes and correct them. If you cannot find it, try little pieces. Okay, I made this thing now differently than last week. Let's check how it is going to happen. And you really carefully look where did you make those mistakes and you learn from them. That's how you become better. Mistake after mistake, you learn from them and you correct them. Nobody's perfect, but little things usually define how you are going to succeed in the long term. Little by little, you'll become better. Okay, then let's move to the predictions. So, on this short week of January, from January 2nd to January 4th, 2019, I made some predictions regarding that the French protest and the government shutdown in US. These were the major points that I looked after. And I expected at first the S&P 500 futures would go down to 2,400. It went very close. It went $2,438. And my second prediction for this short week was that until Friday, the S&P 500 futures would go up again closer to 2,500, and it got to 2,500. So then I made predictions about Bitcoin versus USD in Bitfinex. I expected to go to $4,075. It got there. It got 7. That was the 7 points away from the actual turning point of the market, which was 4,082. And then I made a third prediction on gold. I expected it to go down to 1,280. It got there, and the turning point at the bottom of the market was $2 away to $1,278. So very close. So this was a bounce back after the week, which was not that successful. Always learn from your mistakes, and don't get up in your head. Your ego is the worst enemy what you can have. Every time you have a good week, remember the second week you have to be more careful. Okay, hope you liked this video. Hope you learned some new things. If you want to contact me, you can find me on Twitter, Google+, and LinkedIn in my own name and my company name, from Rosmerta Oy on Facebook, and in Finnish, opilakia.fi. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. See if you're the same.